Hey, it's Jeff with DaringDino.com. In this video, you will learn how to create isometric cameras in Blender. I'll cover how to add 3 different types of isometric cameras and when each one is commonly used. So let's get into it right now. You can do everything you see in this video using a great add-on called Create IsoCam, and there will be a link to the add-on in the description below. So this add-on creates 3 different types of isometric cameras. Let's see what each of them looks like. So there's the True IsoCam, the Game IsoCam, which looks very similar, and the Game ISO 4:3 cam, which that one is more of a top-down view. This add-on makes all these for us, but let's delete all those and add a camera from scratch and set it up exactly how it would need to be set up. So Shift A, camera, let's clear the rotation with Alt R so that it has nothing. What we're going to do is set the rotation to be 54.736, and that's a very specific number. And then the Y rotation is 0, and the Z rotation is 45 degrees. If we now move it into a location of 30 meters, negative 30 meters for Y, and 30 meters for Z, and we look through this camera, we can see that we've got something that looks kind of like what we were doing before. The one big difference is in the camera properties panel, you want to change it to an orthographic camera. And then, you can scale it up or down. So with orthographic cameras, there's no zoom like you would have with a perspective camera. There's no focal length. And I'll go over why this is towards the end of the video. So let's rename this really quickly to, this one is the True IsoCam. Okay, so we've got that one made. Let's make another one. So this one, we'll do the same thing, Alt R to clear everything. Let's name this one Game IsoCam. And for the rotation, we will set it to be 60 degrees on X, 0 degrees on Y, and 45 degrees on Z. And then we'll set this one's location to be 30, negative 30, and 25. And then again, we will set it to be an orthographic camera. And if we look through this one using Control and 0 on the number pad, you can see that it looks very similar to the other one, just slightly different. And I'm going to zoom this one out a little bit as well, so it roughly matches our other one. Let's actually set it to 20. And then for this other one, we will set that to 20 as well. Okay, so we've got 2 of them down, and the last one, Shift A, camera, let's switch it to orthographic right away, and let's name it Game ISO 4:3 cam. 4:3 cam. And then the rotation is 41.5, 0, and 45. And let's set the location to 23.5, negative 23.5, and 37.5. And if I use Control 0 on the numpad to switch to that camera, you can see what that one looks like. So what is an isometric camera? Well, an isometric camera is an isometric view, and an isometric view is a type of axonometric projection, which means that every vertical line is straight. And an axonometric projection is a rotation and type of an orthographic or parallel projection. So orthographic means that instead of a perspective projection where we see parallel lines converge, they remain parallel in an orthographic view. We can create an orthographic camera very easily, and it's also built into the 3D view, like if I switch to the side view here and hit 5 to go from perspective to orthographic. That's what this ortho means. For an isometric view on a cube, all vertical edges are the same length. The 90-degree angle on the top will be projected to be a 120-degree angle at the top and bottom, and it will be projected to be a 60-degree angle on the sides. So what are they used for? Well, an orthographic projection is very common in engineering diagrams. The Game IsoCam makes diagonals of a cube move 2 pixels horizontally for each 1 pixel it moves vertically, which is great for pixel art. So if you're making pixel art, use the Game IsoCam. And you can exaggerate this with the render settings, film, and the width to be 0.01. And the Game ISO 4:3 cam makes the diagonals of a cube move 4 pixels horizontally and 3 pixels vertically and it's more of a top-down view, very common in some of those older video games. So that's it. I hope you learned a lot about creating isometric cameras in Blender. When you create a render with this method, feel free to let me know on Twitter at daring_dino or in the comments below. Don't forget, if you want to get free resources and great tutorials like this straight in your inbox, sign up for the Daring Dino newsletter at daringdino.com/newsletter and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.